Hi, I'm Dr. Keith Johnson. 1989, Armenia had one of the worst earthquakes that it ever experienced. And not only that, but they estimate, and they said that this was a conservative estimate, 30,000 people died in that earthquake, 1989. During that time, there was an elementary school that was under the earthquake. Hundreds of kids in that earthquake all of a sudden. And parents rushed to that school hoping that somehow they could catch their kids. This one man pushed his way through the crowd, got up to the rubble, and started pulling the stones away from the crash and the catastrophe. Some of the officials went up to him and said, "Stop that. You can't get in there." He said, "My son's in there. I've got to get hold of him." And that man kept pulling those stones away, and they couldn't pull him away. And Dad continued to look for his son. 34 hours later, he was still pulling those stones out, scared to death that he wouldn't be able to find his son. He screamed for his son. "Armin," he said, "Armin, are you there? Can you hear me? I'm coming. I'm coming." After 34 hours of pulling those stones away, suddenly Dad heard a voice. "Dad, I hear you, Dad. I'm here." Thrilled by that, the man was motivated to push those stones out of the way more and more faster, and finally did get to where he was, and reached in, and a hand touched his. It was his son, Armin. And behind Armin was a whole lot of school children waiting to see Armin's father pull him out. Armin's father took them, and then authorities came and rushed with him to help the kids out of there. That night when Armin was sitting there grateful for being able to have their supper as a family again, Armin said, "Son, how did you know that I was going to be there, where you were? How did you know I was coming?" Armin said, "Dad, you told me you'd be here. You told me any time that I was in trouble, no matter where I was, you would find me. That I should believe that you'll always be there to help me, and I believed what you said. And sure enough, it took me a while, but you were there." You know, Jesus said the same thing to you. I don't know what kind of earthquake you're facing. Bills that have to be paid, relationships falling apart, kids that are getting in trouble, all kinds of trouble on your job, who knows what. All sorts of problems we can have in this day and age. But the difference is, Jesus said the same thing that Armin's father had said to him. And he says that to you and me now. "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." What do you need? What do you want? Oh yeah, you want money. You want bills paid. You want relationships working. You want kids okay. And you want your job to be all right. That's nothing. It means nothing. Jesus wants to give you peace. And all you want or need is that peace inside. That peace that says, "I'm okay. My bills are okay. My family's okay. God's love is great for me. And that's all I need." What do you want? What are you looking for? What inside do you really need? Peace. Ask Jesus for peace. Jesus said, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." You need peace. We all need peace. And the only place it comes from is the creator of peace. And that's Jesus. And he wants to give you peace right now. Ask for it, and you'll have it. "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest, Jesus said. That's what you want. You want peace, and you want rest. Ask for it. Jesus said, you don't have it because you're not asking for it. Ask, and you shall receive. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened to you. Just like Armin's dad promised he would be there, and he was for his son and his son's life, so Jesus is there for you and for your life. Jesus said, I have come that you might have life, and that you might have it more abundantly.